We're back here on Sports Talk for part number 2. Your emails, Jason Marks edition, DR. What do you got?
On fire. Lash it out.
Eric from Downtown PA. If you haven't heard, Mike is right. Rookies did close, and regardless of what Mike says, they did close because of potential of more gas explosion. Are you serious? The situation is bigger and more real than you three know. Did you know they are talking about knocking down the houses on 12th Street all the way up to 15th Street?
What?
No, they're
It was
not.
at city council meetings the last 2 weeks, but none of you are that smart to go to those meetings. First of all, I wouldn't want to go to those
Why would I want to?
I'd rather...
I don't care about the crime going on in Allentown. What do I care?
I don't want to go to those meetings because, unlike you, I'm not a paranoid case. Okay? Yes, I just censored myself because I wanted to say that word. So if you can read lips, you know what I just said. So you're an idiot. You're so freaking paranoid. You need to honestly go live in a house in the middle of a cornfield where there are no gas lines. Maybe you should just put a bubble around.
Well, like he says, there's gas lines everywhere.
Oh.
You know there's gas.
You're not going to be safe. And let me tell
We
you
don't
something.
even have gas lines over here. We have oil heat.
Whether they are talking about that or not, because I'm sure you looked into it, so you probably are right. They're not going to knock down.
There's way more to this question.
They're not going to knock down houses from 12th Street to 15th Street.
All right. It doesn't matter.
Here's the deal. Here's the deal. If you live over there, I feel bad for you that you're scared. I feel bad that you're afraid.
I don't.
But here's the deal. All right, so I'm gonna edit some stuff because it's so long. As far as the Japan goes, it has nothing to do. I repeat, nothing to do with this very real situation over here.
Japan's not real?
Yeah.
Okay.
One of you should go to the meetings they have every Wednesday at 7 o'clock at City Hall. Allentown has a City Hall? I didn't even know.
They do, yeah.
So you can understand a little more.
Do it.
I don't even know what to say to this. Here's the deal. You're scared. It's okay. You want a hug? Because you know what? I feel bad that you actually care that much, but shit happens. Just so you know, the reason they made that shirt and that saying is because shit happens.
This
happens.
Was Sports Talk, not Allentown.
Thank you.
Let's talk about explosion and Salvador Rodriguez getting shot at city council meetings. Talk.
All right.
Next.
So Eddie at San Juan, New Mexico.
Eddie at San Juan! He does not agree with me, but this is to the guy, Eric. Read between the lines.
I agree with Jason. Jose is a joke and barely has Hall of Fame numbers. He doesn't even have not barely.
Okay,
if he does, they're very weak numbers and nothing compared to the other players you all named. Ooh. Cliff. From Akron, Ohio. I agree with you all completely. Which part? Which part? Apparently, people thought that I said it was okay to cheat on your wife. You agree with that? Because I did not say that.
Yes, you did.
Yes, you did.
I did not. I said if you were. It's not my job to tell her. All right, so I agree with y'all. This year's NCAA tournament was by far the worst. Congrats to UConn, though. The first 3 rounds were pretty good. The last round sucked.
I don't care about that.
Jess from Allentown, PA. I don't know much about baseball, but I do know you shouldn't lie to anyone, Jason. Not lying is not saying everything. You don't have to. So first of all, no one asked him, so he didn't lie. No one said, "Hey, Jose Canseco, can you please write a book about steroids?" No, that would be lying. He just said, "I'm going to divulge all this information about people that aren't me
to take the load off of my back."
So that's not lying. And by the way, if I see someone cheat on their wife, I'm not lying by not telling their wife. That's just up to them to do it. It's not me. I could care less. It's not me. All right. I agree with what Mike said. Jason seems to be an insecure person who is not comfortable with his sexuality.
What? Whoa, wait. When did you say that?
I never said that. and you know we talk crap with each other, but I never said that to you.
First of all, what is my sexuality? Is it because he said I was gay? I love everyone. I guess I cheated my wife with every type of person.
Yeah.
All right, so Allentown, PA.
All right, obviously this is edited.
Anyway.
We heard a gas pipe leaking.
All right, so Trina from Allentown, PA. Jason is a hater when it comes to Philly fans. Let me tell you this. So I went to the Brewers playoff game when they actually played the playoffs against the Brewers. The Phillies did, right? And I was sitting in a section that I had to leave because they were saying sexual things to my 13-year-old daughter because we were wearing Brewer stuff. So yeah, you know what? Apparently I do hate Philly fans. I think you guys are good fans. I think you're passionate about it. But you're assholes.
That's true.
He thinks he knows, but coming from a losing city like Milwaukee, he really has no room to talk. I agree. You know what? Milwaukee hasn't won a lot, but at least I stuck with my team. I know a lot of people that live in shitty cities that don't have a really good team who vote for other teams and root for other teams like the New York Yankees. I don't do that. I moved to Philadelphia. I could easily took a winning team, but I stuck with my team because I'm a true fan. First. Second is, I think the Green Bay Packers just beat the Phillies, the Eagles.
The Phillies, yeah.
They beat the Eagles. They beat the Steelers to win the Super Bowl. So, have you guys won a Super Bowl yet? All right.
Whoa. No, you want to go there? No.
Let him
I'm just saying.
Finish the email.
I'm just saying. Brewers will not make the playoffs. Promise that. I believe they will. And as a matter of fact, I'm putting up this as a suggestion that no one will take because he thinks the Brewers will make the playoffs too. All right, Mark from Allentown, PA. That was funny. I'm not gonna lie, but I mean, Mike, do you miss how things used to be on the show with the predictions and you impersonating each team? What's that for? I missed that.
Yeah, remember when you missed things how it used to be? Oh well, you weren't on the show yet.
Oh, okay.
You were not full live. I do actually miss that. I miss going to Bucks, and I know you miss it a little bit.
Yeah,
and the corn.
I don't know. 100% behind the Patriots, the Al Qaeda.
And the corn.
And the corn, the Saints, the corn. And then my favorite of all, the Minnesota Vikings. How about you, the Redskins.
Corliss from Kansas City.
Go ahead.
No, I meant to put a T. I don't know what that means, but it is pronounced that way.
Oh.
Oh, Quatless.
Oh, Quatless.
It wasn't a typo at all. Also, I know you guys get lots of viewers, but you give shout-outs. Sure, Corliss, shout out. Good job.
Shout out.
Shout out to Corliss in Kansas, or Quatless in Kansas City.
Is it Quatless?
I don't know.
Sucks.
Bill from Allentown, PA.
Who?
Bill Nye, the science guy. Bill.
I think Jose needs to have a hit-off with Clemens. What does that mean?
Hit off.
Like a home run derby?
Boom, boom, boxing. Did you ever see that?
Is it
Jose Canseco box?
Yeah, but a hit-off. That's not what that says. It says
No, that's
hit-off.
not what it says, but you know.
And then we'll see who deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. I don't think you take a hit-off compared to a career versus numbers.
Alright, well.
I mean, Jose Canseco was at 1 MVP, and
Go ahead.
Roger Clemens has, 6 Cy Youngs? Chris from New York City, New York.
Chris!
Jason needs to stop insulting everyone. He needs, which I did a lot of on this show. He knows nothing about Jose Canseco.
Thank you.
Wait, hold on. Jose's a great human being who tells nothing but the truth.
What?
Oh my god.
Jason stole Mike's belt and thinks it's okay to cheat on your wife. Do you have morals, Jason? The answer is no. First of all, I don't. I think it's okay to take steroids if you're not actually taking drug tests for it. People were doing it. There was no rules against it. It was happening. Done. I mean, really. No, when it comes to certain things, morals, no. Ask my wife. Kind of an asshole a lot of the times. Elena from Norfolk, Virginia. Jason thinks it's okay to cheat on your wife. No, I don't. I don't think it's okay to cheat on your wife.
At least you're getting new viewers out of this.
Yeah, that's awesome. Here's the deal. Please beat him with a lead pipe. He should be kicked off. And I am offended. Don't watch. If you're offended, don't watch. But I know you will. Here's the deal. I did not say it was okay to cheat on your wife. What I said was, one more time, for the last time, Elena, is that if you see someone cheating on their wife, it is not okay for you to tell their wife, especially if you don't know their wife, about it. Yes or no? Absolutely not.
Oh, Elena.
Elena, baby, I don't know where you're coming from, but I agree with you.
I love you,
That's it.
Elena.
Done. That was the last one.
Elena.
It's been 1 week since you looked at me. Cocked you to the side and said I'm angry. 5 days since you laughed at me, saying get back together, come back and see me. 3 days since the giving room. I realized it's on my fault, but couldn't tell you. Now,
Bare naked ladies.
1 week. In 1 week, we will be outside.
Maybe.
It was very, very cold today, so we didn't want to be shivering out there. And Jason, I know with the DR look here, this has been like the Jason Marks Bash show. Like this has been
fun.
He just roasted all of our email viewers. We're gonna have like 2 emails next week.
Now, here's the deal. I'll tell you that I love getting the emails.
Yeah.
But when you take something out of context, But I didn't say and put it in my mouth, and I have a problem.
Which, by the way, me and Mike both will agree he did not say it was okay to cheat on your wife.
Yeah.
That's not what he
But
said.
I just don't think it's okay to be a snitch.
Here's what I said. I said you should tell the truth, though.
You get shot in the hood for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Since Roger Clemens has been put on stand, he should tell the truth.
And
Absolutely.
he's not.
But the fact that he didn't tell the truth is upsetting.
Yeah.
The fact that Barry Bonds didn't tell the truth is upsetting.
Wait a
but if
minute.
it wasn't for the first snitch and Jose Canseco, he would have never been put on stand in the first place.
But can I say
he would have
something?
retired and been done. He was done with baseball. He was done. He was out of it. Why even get him involved?
Hold on. That's what you said makes a good point. He was put on the stand and asked certain questions. In that case,
He should
you
tell you.
have to tell the truth.
Absolutely.
Jose,
How about this? How about this?
Or you could be like Mark McGuire and just not answer, just not say anything. Be like, I can't answer that question.
When you if they didn't, it's not like they went to him. Who else is taking steroids?
Yeah.
He did not have to say. He did not have to snitch out.
No, first of all,
He was good on the
Jose
Celebrity
Canseco
Apprentice.
was not put on stand. He wrote a book, throwing
A
everyone under the
tell-all
bus. Dude, he wanted to make money.
He threw
He
everyone.
wanted to make money. He threw everyone under the bus.
Which
A-Roy.
And by the way, I will tell you this, just so you know, okay? You loved baseball during that period when all those home runs were being hit.
It's true.
Baseball went on strike. It came back. It wasn't popular. All of a sudden, you had Sosa versus McGuire, and everyone loved baseball. They came back to the stadium.
Although
so you can't say
nobody
whether or not you like the Mets.
is as good as Babe the Pig, Ruth. Yeah, that's gonna.
What new should we do instead of ba-da-da-da?
Yeah, what new slogan at the end? What ending line should we do instead of "We'll be right back" right here on ba-da-da-dum? So what's our new line gonna be? Viewers, I want to hear your emails, and also that he wants to hear your emails too.
You can't.
I'm looking forward to your emails.
You can't hear emails. You can read them. You can't hear them.
All right, we'll be right back. Let's do it for the last time, right here. Get your drumsticks ready, Jason. Come on. All right, right here on Sports Talk. We are coming back next week, week number 33. And you know what that means? It's outside edition.
I know belts and hoses, not X and O's. I do O2 sensors, but not defenses. Yeah, I make a right call to keep your car in the game. Don't even need a playbook, it's all in my brain. Fuel injectors, alternators, radiators too. It's who I am, it's what I do.